Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play Three Kingdom: The Journey. So this is a very interesting roguelike deck builder that has a focus on factions, and each faction plays actually very differently. So all previous saved game data will be also. Would you like to continue? Which answer is I want to start a new game? I guess confirm. It's a little confusing options. Later Han. Zhangju of Julu gathered disciples and followers, plotting to overthrow the Han dynasty. They sent messengers riding day and night, with orders for the divisions to rise together. They wore pieces of yellow cloth as a badge, and the people of that time called them the Yellow Turban. Your Majesty, the rebellion force is overwhelming. Our troops scattered on the rumor of their approach. Government offices everywhere were burned down. Towns and villages were looted. Administrations were forced to abandon their offices. Most of the officials ran away. Your Majesty, please order every district to defend itself, and order every warrior to render distinguished service in putting down the uprising. The rebels are many and we are few. Who would want to take this job? I volunteer to lead the army with just a few hundred soldiers. I can promise to slay the leader soon enough. Alright, so we can pick our faction and then from that the general. So there are three factions. I played the Liu and the Sun. Each of them is a little bit different. So each general has a certain bonus that they get. And depending on the faction you pick, that's how they get to that bonus. Or sort of. So with the Liu faction, the generals become better if they kill an enemy. So if you kill an enemy, for example, there's a general to whom it increases permanent damage. Another general, if he gets hit, he gets a bonus to other things, right? So this is this faction. The Sun faction is really interesting, and it actually requires you to different combinations of cards. So each card has some sort of a type. So it can be like an archery card or like infantry or cavalry. And it will require you to use a precise combination. So for example, it needs you to use an archery card, then a militia card, or infantry card, and then cavalry. And then if you get this combo, it will give your general a point, and then you can use this point or the combo point to play like powerful cards. This faction is pretty cool, but the problem with this faction is sometimes the bonus the general gets is like a piece of rubbish. And then it's like you spend all your time doing, like, I played this in my test game and I did all the combos, and then the general stuff were so bad. I was like, why am I spending my time on these combos when he's giving me nothing? And the Tao one, I haven't played this one, is about drawing and discarding cards. We're going to be playing with the Liu because if we can get a one specific general, then it's going to be great. So I really hope that we can get him because he's pretty amazing. So we're going to play with Liu and we're going to go get it. The guy we want is Gan Yu. We absolutely want him. We will unfortunately get Liu Bei. I don't super like Liu Bei. I think he's kind of eh. But Guan Yu is amazing. Guan Yu, every time you kill somebody, he increases his damage permanently. And then once you can, every few turns, you can activate the general and then he does the damage. So he starts at 5 damage, and then if you kill a lot of enemies, then in a few fights, it can go to 10 or 15 damage. That's pretty huge. This guy is also pretty good, Zhang He. And what he has is he can deal stacks of spunk as a damage to everybody. And spunk he gains when he takes damage. For each 10 HP he loses, you gain 30% more spunk. I don't know. Oh, I think it's probably also persistent between combats. And there are more other people later which we have to unlock by the event. We're gonna go for Guan Yu. We will get Liu Bei as well. But his thing is just nope. So we just want Guan Yu. Or I don't know. Because his thing is so weird. Because you're gaining command points. But you just wanna... You would rather get like attack or something. So we'll just leave it. Whatever. Here we can pick equipment. So we can get horses, which give you command points. You can get shield, which gives you defense, or you can get weapon, which gives you attack. Because my guy gets a lot of extra attack just from his ability, we're gonna go for a shield. So we'll receive 1 less damage from each attack. So this is my equipment, and you can upgrade the equipment over time. Now I'm gonna call the Liu Bei Vass after one of my patrons, and we're gonna call the super cool general that I'm so excited about Rudy after one of my patrons as well. If you'd also like to have your name in the game, you can check out my Patreon. The Yellow Scarf Army has brought little but chaos to the world. As an official of the Han Dynasty, it is my duty to save the people from this anarchy. Even if it should mean my death, I do not regret it. That we can agree. I've always done what I think is righteous and cast down the enemies of the people, and always will, even if death is all that awaits. Alright, so this is just a sort of standard roguelike deck builder map. What's interesting is that depending on where you're going, you're going to get a different type of reward, and the tutorial does tell you to try to go really specialize. So for example, you can see that this is like cavalry card, this is archery, and this is infantry or militia. I don't know which, I think it's called infantry, but I'm not 100% sure, like the type of card that this is. And it essentially telling you, like, for example, try to focus on, let's say, archery ranges so that you can get a lot of really good archers. Because, for example, this archer, you can deal damage to enemy and gain focus. And the focus empowers other range cards. So that's why you'd want to have a lot of range cards in your deck, because you might want to go all in on ranged attacks, because it's going to give you a really big bonus. Similar with cavalry, or like the defense is pretty... We're going to take 1 shield first. So because he's hitting me for 7. I love that when you use the shield card, it actually gives you a guy. I think it's so cool in front of you. It's just so beautiful. Let's go. Love it. And we're going to just try to go here and do damage. Alright, so we are going to be able to actually kill this guy. So we killed our first guy. So now I can... Oh, no! Oh, come on. Oh, okay, we got them both. Okay. So, with the... okay. When you play as the faction with the combo things, when you switch to a general, you need to be on the right general to get the right combo. So typically you want to be on 1 general so that you can get the combo, because otherwise you lose it when you jump to the next one, I believe. But here it seems like we can actually get bonus from both of them. So we're just going to get a command point here. So this is gonna give us extra mana. So actually Liu Bei is pretty cool. The extra mana is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about it. But when I played it with the other faction, the problem was that, right, like you have this counter and you needed to do the combo on the right general, so it was only really relevant at that one point. But here it's actually good because we can use them both. So essentially what Liu Bei is doing, that every 3 turns we can gain extra mana, and also at the start gave me extra mana only at the start of the first combat, not at the start of each turn. But we'll have to watch that out and see what happens. Alright, so because we used our 3rd range card, we now get focus, which means we gain 1 stack for every 3 range card used. So now, because we used the 3 range card, the 4th range card should do extra damage. You're gonna have to check that. Actually, okay, I'm gonna check that, even though we don't really need to. It'll take extra time. Yeah, so now this does 4 damage. So you can see that, like, that's why it's important to specialize, because it gives you that extra bonus. Yeah, so actually, I think I misspoke about no, sorry, not Li Bu. I misspoke about Vass. He's actually pretty cool. Not as cool as Rudy, but still cool. Ooh, okay, so you can see that these are completely different types of cards. Again, relevant if you're playing with a different faction. The next generic card will be used twice this turn. So this is interesting because remember, our guy Rudy gets that extra increase in attack. So for example, like right now it's weak, like it does 6 damage, but imagine we just killed 2 people, so it's going to do 7 then in a like few combats ahead, he might do 20 or 30 damage. So playing this is be useful. The problem is this costs 2 mana and his thing costs 3 mana. So I would need to have 5 mana to be able to place both of these in the same turn, which is not well, I guess it's an option if it's going to be difficult to do because we would have to do it on the first turn where we start with 4 mana and also get the Liu by, the Vass's extra mana. So it's going to be difficult to get that. I think we'll take instead your next general card costs 0 command points because normally it costs me 3. So I'll take this instead. I think that's better. And we can upgrade our equipment. So now we receive 2 damage less from each attack. So now we're cool. Alright. We can go to the market where we can buy stuff. I don't think we have enough money for that. Guest house allows me to heal. Also don't care, so we're just going to go to an event. One of your generals has led your forces to many victories, but this has inflated his ego to the point he dares to contradict you before your troops. I can punish him? 50% chance to lose a random card, 50% chance to gain 10 points of max health. Or I can gain 1 random loot but lose 20 HP. I have a lot of HP, so I'm just going to swallow my pride and get a random loot. Ooh. Every time you play a formation card, the next general's card cost is reduced by 1. I think formation card was the card we just picked, the one with the symbol of the scroll. Upgrades a random piece of equipment by 3 levels. I only have 1 piece of equipment, so my shield is going to get up to shield at 5. Increase your current coin by 20% and your future coin gain is increased by 20%. Also, all of these are just so good. So good. Oh man. I think we gotta pick Art of War or the Axe because this is a one-time thing and these 2 things are permanent. I'll take the Axe because one of my general's general card, I know, weird thing to say, costs 0, so getting it to be cheaper is kind of like, if you get the wrong general, it's kind of like rubbish. At this point, we should choose whether we want to focus on infantry or cavalry. Because we can do 2 horse pastures like this, I think we're going to try to go for like cavalry cards. See if we can get some good stuff that way. Like normally I prefer to go with the archery. Also, we can click on our guys. So let's gain extra mana. 6 damage is kind of weak, so I think we're not gonna play that yet. Can do 6 more, but I can't quite drop him. Oh, I should have played this oath before I picked the Guan card, because now, well, actually, is it gonna activate now? Oh, it activates now. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it was like if you have it in your hand. So we killed 1 guy, and we can get a little bit of a shield, but that's about it. But I mean, that's all the shield we need, really. Okay, let's start hitting this next person, because he gets extra strength, so he's hitting me harder. So we gotta kill him fast. And now we get 4 damage with our archers. That archer is really good. I'm pretty excited to see what the cavalry combo is gonna look like. But right now it just seems like archer is the way to go, guys. Alright, we can get our damage. So let's just kill him with our damage. I really like using this general card. It doesn't really matter, but that's good. Deal 8 damage. If the target enemy has a decentralization, draw 2 cards. The thing is, decentralization, we don't have cards yet that gives enemy decentralization. I'm looking at this, guys, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Draw 2 cards and use them on random enemies, but what if it's a shield? Does it also give them a shield, or is the shield like ignored? I think we'll take this last one. 60 damage if used 3 times. I don't know if this means like 3 times through multiple combats, or if it has to be in the same combat, but we'll see. What does this guy have? Ignore damage from infantry cards. Okay, well, let me hit you with anything that's not infantry. Not too difficult to do. Oh, we'll take, as always, the 2 things. So I'll play the legal baiting first, then I'll play the Oath of Protection so that my attack is cheap. I can drop this person and get a shield on next one. I was worried that I actually clicked on the infantry card to hit them, but I only have defense with the infantry. Actually, yeah, because I don't think archers count as infantry in this particular case. Now let's do 6 damage to him. I cannot drop him, so I'll have to take a shield. I was kind of hoping I would be able to drop him, but no. Let's just start hitting. Yeah, the guy's dead. And then we'll just use our archery. Trying to find the cavalry card so that we can like test it out, but I don't really have it in my hand right now, so that's okay. Deal 8 damage. Oh, so this is the deal 20 damage to all enemies consume. I like that. 20 damage to everybody for 2 is just so good. The extra 2 gold comes from the equipment that we got. I don't think we care about infantry cards. Let's do either academics. Now let's do an event. You spot enemies across the canal who are about to strike and command your forces to make ready. One of your generals advises that as your forces are outnumbered, it may be wise to strike first while the enemy is attempting to cross the river. No moral soul would exploit such a weakness. Alright, Rudy and Vas, calm down. We can attack as they cross. Lose 10 points of maximum health? But gain comfortable army 10. Army cards, I think, are like the infantry or the archery or the cavalry. I don't think this applies to formation stuff. Ooh. So this is great, but the problem is we are at the start of the game, so our cards are not so hot. So getting this now is a little bit of a eh. Or we can try to get the tri-hued kit. I think, shouldn't it say tri-colored? Tri-hued is a very weird name. Gain 10 shield, 2 morale, and 1 command point each turn while your HP is below 30%. No. So I guess we're going for the 10. What did we get? Like, okay. See, this is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping not to get because this is not interesting. Another piece of rubbish. Okay, yeah. None of our cool cards got it, but then again, we didn't really have that many cool cards. Let me keep going on the cavalry. We're just all in with the horses. Such fools, rolling positions before your own lives. Die! Oh, so the nameless hound of the Imperial card appears again. Does it truly think itself worthy to fight me? The world is filled with cruelty, and the yellow scarves are causing chaos wherever they go. Why must you add to the misery, attacking defenseless people like this? So you plead for mercy for the helpless? What a worthless piece of rubbish. Zhang Zhao so thick-witted he can do nothing, and if the world is in chaos, we may as well grab what gold and silver we can before the sky crashes down. Brother, you don't need to doctor it. Oh, well. I hope it sounded right, because I know my mic isn't so perfect at the moment. So I hope that all the voices translate. Oh, we do 12 damage now? I'm gonna have to focus on killing this guy. What is his thing? Wait. Gives all enemy units 5 morale. I think morale increases their damage, but I'll do it anyway. I need to kill him. I need to get like attacking cards. So it's a good thing that the cavalry gives me extra cards. Yeah, oh, so now this guy hits for 18. But the thing is, it doesn't super matter because I've got like a million of shield. Yeah, my shield is like, I'm not stressed about it. 20 damage to all enemies. Yes, please. And then we have for free, we can kill this guy. We get hit for 18. I really want to use this card, but also... Oh, we don't have any defense, so we're just going to use it. We'll have to take 18 as a hit. That's sad, but it is what it is. He's increasing his... Okay, he's increasing his strength right now. So actually I didn't need to use the shield, but it was free, so I guess it doesn't matter. Free archery, other archery, and we're done. Ooh, what did he give himself? Deal half damage next attack every time damage is received. Oh, well, okay. Definitely gonna attack. Okay, 131 damage. Okay, I can make my big attack cheap. And then this is great because this does damage twice, so this will lower it to him twice. Now he does 8 damage. Now he does nothing. And I can actually drop him. Bye-bye. This was the 18 damage. Ooh! Random piece of equipment. Or anvil or woofu medicine for each guest house you own. Ooh! Okay, so this is... so essentially, the places that we went to on the map, we kind of own them now. So this would be good because we need to heal, but it also gives us healing every turn. So I'm going to take that because I think that's really, really fun. And that's really, really cool. And why would we not take that? Ooh, deal 10 damage. If you draw 5 cards this turn, deal... Yeah, no. We don't draw that much. Deal 8 damage if the targeted enemy... this is the same card we read like every single time. Ooh. Cannot be played. Use when a cavalry card is to deal 7 damage to all enemies. Huh? That's not... Something's wrong about these two sentences. I guess it's supposed to say like is used or is applied, because like I can't use it if it can't be played. Also, is it saying that I need to use a cavalry card to do at least 7 damage? No, I think it's just saying that if I use any cavalry card, then this is going to deal 7 damage to all enemies, but this wording is wrong. Which I guess you've noticed that the English in this isn't perfect, but I think it's really... What is this? What? Okay, I have not gotten this far, Marta. Let's go. Can unlock relative benefit by taking down territories. Oh, because I got 3 horse pastures, that's why. Now again, random air cavalry cards. So, next we want to get 6 horse pastures. Okay. So that's why we got the equipment, I guess. Interesting. Let's upgrade my equipment in the city. That's pretty cool. I like that. Got a little bit more time. just the guy's just saying nothing, and our answer is so why. You can't have a fine garden if you don't tear out the weeds first. This man seems different from those wild scars we've met before. But we're killing him anyway. He's not... This is confusing. Oh, I guess I can't tell what kind of damage he's doing to me because he's like super fancy and he doesn't tell... He doesn't have a tell, so I can't figure out what he's doing. Oh, I don't have the freeing things to make this cheap? That's sad. Okay, I'm not gonna use it then. Yet. I'll use it in future turns because I wanna get my super free... Well, actually... Yeah, I think I'll just defend and we'll leave this to future turns. Because it's just going to go into the discard pile. It's not disappearing, so you can use it later. It's good. Ooh, so he seems to do a lot of small attacks. Oh, I took this card? I thought I didn't take this card. I did not want this. We went through this together and we decided that we do not want this. Why is this in my hand? Is this the card that I got as a bonus from the 3 horse pastures? Because it didn't say so. Whatever. I guess we hit this guy. He's gonna hit us back with spikes now. Oh, all cavalry cards will be consumed. Oops. Guess we shouldn't have used that. I will. Let's play the Royal Lance Cavalry. See what happens. What did we discard? What? This? We don't know because it might have been consumed. Okay, this is confusing. So I don't know what I got, but clearly it did a lot of really nice damage, so I guess we'll take it. It's like, we got something. Okay, but now in the draw pile, so we have a lot of shields. I just want to know if the shields give themselves to him. That's kind of what I'm asking. Like, did the shield... So we're gonna play this draw 2 cards. Wait, another thing happened. Oh yeah, I played the cavalry card, so I played the guards of cavalry. So we solved this problem. This is applied anytime you play a cavalry card. So let's play this. So the shield goes to me and the attack goes to the enemy. Okay, that's good. That makes sense. Because I was worried that it's going to give the enemy shield. Now it's like, nah, it's actually pretty intelligent. It like does what you would want it to do. He's hitting it for 25, man. Just like calm down. Like calm down. That'd be really nice. I can't play this though. So because we have this cavalry that draws the next 2 cards and applies them, it might be interesting to try to pick expensive cards. Just because with playing that, you can just play your expensive cards for free. If you have more than 30 cards in your draw pile, we do not. At the start of your turn, you gain 30 shield. Otherwise, you lose 10 HP. Hell no. Hell no. This is terrible. Like, no. Especially because you lose shield at the end of each turn. So you'll just take the HP loss. Like, no. Who wants this? Nobody. Ooh, your cavalry cards gain shield equal to 50% damage dealt to... Oh, okay. We're gonna have to learn how to decentralize enemies, guys. Like, this is important. Because a lot of our cards are now all about that decentralization. Which... I'm not sure... Like, I understand what the word means. But I'm not sure what it's meaning in the sense of an army. I guess the way I'm looking at it is like the whole point of cavalry is flanking. So I guess the idea is that you give decentralization to the enemy, is that you just flank them with your horse. So now they're like spread around so they're not information and it's easier to attack them. But I'm not sure if I would use the word decentralization to say that. Whoever has English as their mother tongue, write in the comments. Explain. More information needed. Okay. Alright, gain 3 command points next turn, consume. So, the thing about the command points is a little weird, because with these other factions, with the faction I played, you get this, gain this like hits, and I think that with the command points it allows you to sort of jump in the hits, but with this one, I think maybe it allows us to use the general's ability more often. I'm not entirely sure. This stack of horns is pretty cool. I had that in my test game. Essentially, it allows you to just sort of, when you run out of all your cards, you can use the thorn armor to just like utilize all the leftover cards to at least get some thorns. So thorns are like a damage dealt back. But the thing is, with how many of our cards draw new cards, we don't tend to have that many cards left over because we have a lot of mana. So we end up with like 1 or 2 cards left in our hand, so this is not really worth it. So I'll take the devising strategy, even though I'm not sure how useful command points are in this particular level that we have. Yeah, confirm upgrade. Yes, confirm, we're happy. Do it. Alright, let's see where we can... I would love a guest house. I guess we'll go for horsepower, so then if you can't get a guest house. We should end the episode at this point, but I'm really enjoying this game, so I'm like, let's just keep playing. Alright. This game is just really good, guys. Oh, I keep forgetting that I should be activating my stuff. I don't need extra mana points. Why do I have 6? Why do I have 6? I didn't use Vance's ability. Did I? But if I drew this thing, this thing, but I didn't play that last turn, did I? Oh, the command points are mana, by the way. I keep forgetting that. My apologies. Everything I said 2 minutes ago, disregard, because I keep forgetting the command points are mana. Because I keep thinking of them as the combo points, which was the part that was important in the other faction, but it's actually command points. I apologize for that. Yeah, let's just deal 20 damage to all enemies for good. This is I'll play it, but it's kind of useless for us here. Yes, 15 shields. It's gonna be a little bit hard to get through, but... Oh man, I can't deal any damage to him because he keeps giving himself like 15 shield, and I'm like, how do I play that? Oh, but I can do now I can do like 17 damage. But I'll do it for cheap because I've got the card to do that. Good. Oh, he's dead. That's pretty difficult because like with his huge block, it's like I can't hit you. Oh, deal 20 damage. The cost will be reduced by 1 for each card used this turn. That's pretty good because we play a lot of cards. So if we just played this last, it will cost... if we play 2 other cards, then this will cost 3, so we can't use it. But if we can get the... because we have a bunch of free... I'll take it. We have a bunch of free cards, so I think we can do this. Okay, this is going to be the last fight. We'll go to the guest... well, actually, we go to the guest house, so we'll just heal. So we'll heal. And we'll do one more fight. And... oh, we'll end the episode after this. We'll do another horse pasture because we're very, very predictable. Okay, let's just grab my stuff as always. 3 damage. Gain extra point. Make my big attack cheap. I can do 18, so I'm actually gonna hit somebody else. Because I think that I could probably... with all of my free attacks, I can probably drop these people. Yeah. We gotta be careful to not use cavalry on this person, which I think I already did, but just for future reference. I only have cavalry cards this time. Okay, I guess I'll deal 20 damage to all enemies, even though it consumed this. And I'll give myself a shield. So we weren't able to use the expensive card this time, but I think at some point we can... also, we have a chance to just draw it, in which case you'll be able to activate immediately, which is also very nice. I can just kill him. I was gonna try to get the command points or mana next turn, but I need it. I need it, guys. Why would I do that? Why would I do it? Why they won't give me anything that gives me decentralization? Like, I want it. Gain command point, draw a card is just like... there's no negative effect to taking this card because it immediately substitutes itself with some other cards and it gives you extra mana. So it's just pure benefit card. Nothing bad about it. Okay, we're gonna have to end the episode here, but I'm really enjoying this game, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this as well, even through the slight confusion. And you can click on the right towards some other roguelike deck builders that are playing on this channel. See you there. Bye bye.